Hi there. On weekends, we do reruns so that yours truly can take a couple days off. Look for a fresh new episode on Monday. Meanwhile, please enjoy this episode for this day from a previous year. I thank you so much for your indulgence and loyalty, and have a great weekend. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for August 3rd. August 3rd is the 215th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 216th in leap years, with 150 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is anachronism. Anachronism is a noun that has to do with the wrong time. Not like clock time, as if you'd gotten mixed up about what time you were supposed to be there, but time in a larger sense. The way I first heard about anachronism was in the manner of, say, a depiction of the past, but an element or an object in the scene that shouldn't be there because it's from the wrong time period. So, like in the Oklahoma land run of 1889, someone is wearing an iWatch, or there are glossy color magazines on a table. So, the dictionary definition for anachronism is an error in chronology, especially a misplacing of persons, events, objects, or customs in regard to each other, or a person or thing that is chronologically out of place, like one from a former age that is incongruous in the present, or the state or condition of being chronologically out of place. Some examples of notable anachronism are the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, in the scene where they're in the Old West and they're in that dusty Old West saloon fixing to get ganged up on. One of them points and says, "Oh, look, is that the Goodyear blimp?" Which distracts the angry saloon patrons enough for them to escape. Another one is in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, when Cassius alludes to a mechanical clock, saying the clock hath stricken 3, about 1,000 or so years before that kind of clock was invented. The word anachronism comes to us from Greek. Ana, meaning up, back, or again, and chronos, referring to time. By the way, there were other chronos words, but at least one of those has fallen from use entirely, and I've never heard the other one used. First known use of the word anachronism is in the 1600s. Anachronism. The word anachronism was suggested by one of my viewers, and if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day section, pop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. Now it's time to head on into things that happened on August 3rd in the past, and I must say that the main information page for August 3rd is just chock full of war, defeats, battles, captures, and sieges. If you'd like to follow up on any of those rabbit trails of contention and conquest, look in the description for a link that looks like this. But I believe that I would rather talk about other things today. And so with that, a man named John Rutt was an English mariner on an expedition to North America in search of the Northwest Passage. This expedition went out on 2 ships, the Samson and the Mary Guilford. The ships got separated during a storm on their way across the Atlantic. It's reasonable now to think that Samson probably sank, as no trace of it has ever been found that I know of. In July, the Mary Guilford encountered ice and headed on a more southerly route, reaching the Labrador coast. Now imagine how far north they had to have been to come south to get to Labrador. John Rutt was the captain of the Mary Guilford. Once on this side of the Atlantic, they encountered fishing vessels from several coastal European countries. Captain Rutt felt some responsibility to try to find the ship Samson, or its crew if that were possible, and he wanted also to give an update report to King Henry VIII, who had sent him on this expedition. And so it is that John Rutt wrote and sent the first known letter from North America on August 3rd, 1527, while he was still at St. John's, Newfoundland. The American Dental Association was founded in Niagara Falls, New York on August 3rd, 1859. Take care of your teeth, folks. On August 3rd, 1900, the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company was founded. Keep America rolling, and I guess the rest of the world too. Now, before we get on with today's song, I'll pause for a moment here to say if you'd like to see other things that I might have talked about in a previous episode for August 3rd, I'll leave a link for you. And today's song is Hello, I Love You by The Doors, number 1 on August 3rd, 1968. We've mentioned The Doors recently. They were pretty hot act back in that time. Hello, I Love You appeared on their album Waiting for the Sun and was also released as a single. Some hardcore Doors fans felt this song was shallow and commercial. Additional controversy arose over the song in that portions of it were similar enough to other popular songs to put it and the band under the microscope for plagiarism. I guess that all got settled out, though. Hello, I Love You hit number 1 on August 3rd, 1968, and held that spot for 2 weeks. Hello, I Love You by The Doors. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Oh, get your microphone. Okay. Phone over there. Hello. Okay. With 202 days remaining to the end of the world. End of the year. Please, not the end of the world. 202 days remaining to the end of the year. Let's read that one again. Yep, it is. That's what it's called. All right. Third time better be a charm. There's no "the" there. Start over. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. I don't ad-lib very well. You know what? Maybe we can leave that one off. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. I don't know. Can I get this edited? Let's find out. Alrighty. Back to work. I think we got it this time.